Hi, this is Suna Senman again with a little addendum to the conversation about democracy, free will. And I want to focus on power and responsibility, authority and responsibility, because though the authority and responsibility are two sides of the coin, I think that people have been trained into being afraid of taking responsibility, especially in this Swedish society where it's such a big energy about, I don't want to do anything wrong. We can't cheat. We can't be, uh, um, what is it, flimsy and non-scientific. So such fear installed in people to possibly be wrong or possibly do something that is uh, not seen as solid and good. Or actually, when you try to talk about these concepts, they really don't make sense because, first of all, anything you fear, you're feeding energy into that and it becomes your reality. So if you're afraid of being wrong, you will be wrong. If you're afraid of making mistakes, you'll make mistakes because you actually get what you are focusing on. This is something you can experiment with and notice it for yourself. I don't want to go more into it at this point. What I want to go into is why people are afraid of taking responsibility and therefore taking authority over their lives, authorship over their lives, and over the things that they're concerned about. And just pay attention to yourself and see what comes up for you when you think about being responsible for something. Many times we have these feelings that have been ingrained into us of, I'm not capable, I could make a mistake, this is bigger than me, I'm not mature enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not blah, 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 whatever it is. That's the same energy that takes your rights away, your authority away. And it's used even from a national level in your ability to vote, to stand up for something that you believe in. It's the way that a top-down type of organization has a little hold on you. It's like naughty, naughty, shame on you if you do something that they think is wrong. And therefore, then we want to just step back and not take authority and responsibility. Then we want to just let other people make decisions for us. And that's a little bit what happens when we vote on a representative to make decisions for us. And then we don't engage in the issues, don't engage in conversations with them about our desires, our perspectives on stuff. I really get upset when I see leadership that has very little understanding and skills in a particular area making laws over that area. I really feel that the people who are professionals who deal with a particular area should be giving input and making decisions in that area. So, for example, in education, teachers should be the ones who are giving their input and actually making decisions on what are good education programs and planning. Parents should be involved in making those decisions. Parents actually know their children better than anyone. And then as children become older, as they are teenagers, even 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds, they get a sense of themselves and what works best for them. A good teacher will tell you that. They'll work with the child on what's the best way for them to learn. So we need to engage in more conversation, more communication, take more joy in expressing your opinion and what you see, and take authority for what's important to you in your life. Take responsibility. It's really very, very beautiful, and it works so well. And there is no wrong. There is no doing things, making mistakes. It's all learning. It's all growing. And when we have that beautiful, forgiving attitude, oops, things like that happen, then we just keep growing. Nobody needs to feel guilty and shameful. We just feel like, I see that I'd rather do things a different way than that because I didn't get the result I wanted in that. And it's just like life is a big playful experiment, one after the other. So this was my addendum to really looking at democracy, because this is the psychological aspect that each one of us has to look at. And we have been trained in being afraid of taking our authority and responsibility. You can look at it more deeply within your own life, but I gave you some examples, and we can untrain ourselves and free ourselves up again to really find a lot of joy in being the authors of our lives and taking responsibility for the things that we care about. All right, thank you so much. I really hope to engage with you in conversations, especially as I'm traveling around the States, and hopefully we can meet up. Blessings.